Hi, this is Sai Morton with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts, and important levels on the forexpsummit.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit forexpsummit.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video. Welcome everybody, guys. Yesterday, as you know, the markets mostly were closed. I mean, the United States markets, and due to the Thanksgiving celebration. That's why it seems that we have to search for something else on the other currencies, because on the euro currency, on the Canadian dollar, the setups that we have discussed previously are still the same. No big changes have happened yesterday, so it doesn't need any sense to make an adjustments and an update on this view. That's why maybe we'll take a look at something else, some other setups that are forming right now, and one of them stands on Australian dollar. Actually, guys, with this recent drop, so if you remember, a couple of weeks ago we have talked about the perspective of the Australian dollar, and it was forming the situation that could bring the upper breakout on Australian dollar. I will explain you. So if you remember our discussion on the weekly chart, we have this picture. So as you can see, it's a lot of different lines here. So maybe this one, that one, we do not need them, just to show you a bit better. So here we could easily recognize the head and shoulders pattern, guys. And when we have talked about it, we started to discussion right here. And this market wasn't able to start in downward action, as many bearish grabbers have been formed here, we said, well, maybe it could show the upper breakout. But currently, as you can see, this setup has failed, as market has broken the tendency of the higher lows. I will show you on the daily chart. As this tendency has been broken, market shows right now not quite logical action from head and shoulders point of view. So it's not really normal when the market reaches the neckline and dropping. It means that in the nearest time market could continue dropping here. That's what we have on the weekly chart. On the daily chart, we today mostly will take a look at the short-term setup. So here, guys, about this tendency, I mean, this market has broken. So you can see high lows was forming here, but when the gold has collapsed, Australian dollar has followed to the gold and has broken this tendency, and this setup has been destroyed. But right now, what we have, market has shown really thrusting action to the downside, very good thrust. It has not 8 bars to the downside. That's usually demanded by the Judd Napoli rules. But these candles, as you can see, very strong and very long. It's open on the top, close at the bottom, all of them. So I think that actually here we could get some kind of the bread-and-butter lookalike pattern that could work. Right now, market is moving above the weekly pivot point and is approaching to the area where the bread-and-butter could be formed. This area includes confluence resistance 74.77, 74.88 area. So weekly pivot resistance 1 stands very close to it. And take a look, market has 1 and first and second close above the 3x3 moving average. So in fact, market still has 1 session in reserve to reach this area, but maybe this will happen today. That will be the area where a signal could be formed, and as you know, the minimum target of the bread-and-butter is 618 support of the whole action. So when the market will turn down, you need to find the 618 fib level from this low to the top where it will be, and that will be minimum target of the bread-and-butter. But in perspective, Australian dollar even could continue downward action. But here we just will be focused on the tactical steps, since today's Friday, guys. We will not try to hold our position for the weekend. So just we will be monitoring for completion and generating on the possible patterns that could trigger the downward action. So that's what we see on the daily chart. That's an area where the market theoretically should turn down if we will follow to the logic of the bread and butter pattern. On the 4-hour time frame chart, guys, we also have this pattern is forming. This is ABCD upward retracement that has the target around 74.96. So it's very close to these levels, and we could say that this will be also not just the conference resistance, but this will be also an agreement resistance, because ABCD target has the ABCD pattern has the target right at the same area. So that will be agreement and resistance. Very strong combination. That's very good for bread and butter setup. Finally, if we will drop time frame even further, you will see, and on an hourly chart, the CD leg of our ABCD pattern takes the shape of the butterfly. This butterfly is a bit fast right now, so you can see there's some kind of acceleration right to the 127 target, and you could see that currently the CD leg shows acceleration compared to AB. That means two things. First thing is that most probable that market will pass through the 127. When the market shows acceleration right to the 127 target, it means that sooner or later, but it should follow to the 1618 target. And take a look, 1618 target coincides with the destination point ABCD. That's the second moment. So that's really cool picture, guys. So we have ABCD, we have the reversal butterfly that is forming here, and that is becoming the second part of the ABCD pattern, and all of them stands in agreement with the daily confluence resistance. So that's setups that I like to keep an eye on, because as you can see, this kind of the combinations every time provides you with the very strong levels. And if we suggest that we will become wrong, for example, or not quite wrong, but if market will if butterfly will not work, and after some time it will still break this area and market will continue up, but existence of such strong levels, gives you very good protection, because if even bread and butter will not work or will not reach the target, market probably with a very high probability will show the respect to that level. So some minor bounce here, at least the 3-8 retracement, probably will happen. This happens very often, and every time we're calling your attention to keep an eye on that. And that lets you to protect your position with the break-even stop. So for example, market has reached this level, you have taken short, market starts to respect, you move the stops to break-even, and after that you do not care whether bread and butter will hit the target or market will reverse up and will destroy the setup, because your position already will be protected by the break-even stop. That's the major logic, and that's the major value and attractiveness of existence such strong levels that we have on Australian dollar right now. So let's keep an eye on this setup. I'm not sure that it will be completed today, but who knows, maybe it will be. But the downward action probably should start only on the next week.